When you say we're giving people a chance to join, how many hours are we waiting?
Well, let's let the notifications of things go out and give people a chance to find out that we're actually starting.
Notifications have gone out. Now it's just a question of human error.
Well, YouTube hasn't even started yet.
YouTube has started, I can tell.
You were looking at the YouTube... Oh, is that the YouTube screen?
That's the YouTube... A, that's the YouTube screen. B, the play button appeared, which meant that my autoplay feature prevented it from autoplaying thingy majingy.
Okay.
Which meant something in the background was live.
Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube.
But hold on, I thought we were going to wait.
Well, yeah. I mean, we didn't want to just... wanted to just give people
Hello,
a bit of a...
I'm in the world.
Hello, me.
Ew, boy. That's better.
Well, doesn't that take up...
It doesn't, really. It shouldn't. I don't know why it would.
What's that symbol on the top of your head?
Oh, no.
What?
I'm disconnected.
What does that mean?
It means I'm disconnected. That's what the symbol says.
Does that mean that you're a robot without power?
No, this means I'm a ghost.
But I can see you.
Ooh, ghost.
Hello, Elemental Terminus, and welcome to the stream.
See, so it did work. All the notifications did go out.
Oh,
Do I still have it?
What is
Get it
that?
off of me! Get it off of me! Hold on, I need to... 5 character poses. There you go. Okay.
Hello,
Get it off of me! Get it off of me!
What is it?
It's the character disconnect symbol. Hold on, let me demonstrate.
What does that mean? Do I have one?
No, you don't have one. I'm exiting to the main menu, as you can see here.
Yeah.
Woo, magical. But my character stays in the game.
Yeah.
It just won't move anymore. The symbol above my head indicates that I have not connected. I'm just an empty husk standing around here, waiting for my soul to enter my body. Would you please stop doing that? You can't just shove my dead body around like this.
You're very visceral for a dead body.
I'm gonna die in 15 minutes. Are you... Would you mind?
I'm just experimenting.
Experimenting? God damn it, game, load quicker. I'm gonna remove the ground you're walking on. You're going to bump my head into the hydrogen tank.
I did think about removing the ground you were sat on. Stood up.
Would you mind looking up, please? Oh, it's gone spooky. We fixed it.
Elemental Terminus likes your spacesuit.
Thank you. It's inspired by a medieval culture.
Okay, so for people who are not up to date, when did that appear?
What? Oh, that was always
Was that
there.
there last night? Okay. This is our 4th ship. We've had a number of minor disasters. I think it's
Depression.
fair to say.
Depression is
And a few one spectacular disaster. Yeah, we don't talk too much about that. And so basically we've decided we're fed up with the planet and we want to get off it. So we're building a spaceship to get us off.
Well, this thing is almost done already.
Yeah, it is.
And since I've been sitting around in the background tonight, the batteries are fully charged.
Good. Because we need to finish building this, don't we? And try out our first space flight. So we've got... Oh, I'm suddenly running very slowly. Am I?
Have you pressed caps lock?
Yeah. Was that it?
Yes.
Oh.
Caps lock activates slow walking mode.
Oh.
If you're in a menu and press caps lock, it won't actually turn you to slow walking mode, but caps lock stays on, like it is right now.
Tubes. So I think what we need to do is get the hydrogen tanks built, and then I can just go collect ice and load hydrogen.
I'm pretty sure for the hydrogen tanks to be built, we'd need lots of iron, again, as usual. It's a pain.
Are we out of iron?
Yes, more or less.
Yeah, we are low, aren't we? Okay, I'll go grab a bunch of stone and get that refining. I do have an iron mine, but Icing was saying that, I mean, the iron mine is 7 kilometers away. And he thinks that it's more efficient to just use the local stone mine. That we get more iron per minute spent mining.
It probably is, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. How are we doing for other stuff like cobalt and silicon and...
We still have a full kilo of cobalt, although looking at all the engines, we might need to do something about that because we'll need 500 metal grids just to get the large engines running. Oh, I'm already dreading that. I'm not entirely sure if we can get off the planet today.
Well, we shall certainly try our hardest, won't we?
I've been trying my hardest ever since I got on this godforsaken rock.
Iron, the bones of machinery, indeed.
You're the bones of machinery?
No, iron.
I mean, I know that you're holding up bridges around here, but you don't need to claim that you're also keeping the ships running.
Iron is the bones of machinery.
That.
Mm-hmm.
Are those fella friends?
Indeed.
I feel like instead of sitting around in the cryo pond waiting for batteries to recharge, I should have probably also collected some iron. That would have been nice.
So, remember me, there's only so many rocks that will stay before they start despawning.
I mean, yes, technically you're right, but really on an emotional level, I feel it's more cathartic if I can mine for a set amount of time.
You've got the upgraded drill too, haven't you?
I do.
Yeah, so you can only mine for a couple of seconds before... Oh, why is that not refining? It must be jammed up with...
Oh no, it's probably just the fact that the refinery is offline.
Oh, okay.
It helps to turn that off if you want to charge batteries.
Okay. Iron within, iron without. Very poetic.
Well, Sal, did you have your daily dose of iron today?
I
I know you had your daily dose of ice.
had my daily dose of ice cream.
Yes, that was the last bit we had.
It was.
Well,
You said you didn't want it.
I didn't say I didn't want it. I said, okay, fine, go have it. Please don't throw me out.
Inventory full.
You're such a drama queen.
Mildly, but people probably find it entertaining or something. Yes, absolute darkness.
Huh?
I didn't have my lights on, and while I could see a moment ago, it kind of just all faded out. That's usually not how eyes work.
Oh, what's that, Mia? I believe I heard. Oh, gladly. I hope you enjoy it, Sal. Which is actually what he said. I said, I fancy something sweet. And he said, well, there's the last of the ice cream. And I said, yeah, but you haven't had any. And he said, oh, it's okay. I don't want it. You can have it. And I said, but then you'd be without. And he says, it doesn't matter. I'll get some more if I want some.
The wonders of capitalism, everybody. Keep on going. I'm collecting your rocks.
Okay.
Are you sure you've got the upgraded drill?
Yeah.
Yours is red, mine's yellow.
Mine's yellow in when I look at it.
Okay. I stopped collecting rocks.
Okay. The ship's coming along quite nicely, isn't it? We don't really know whether or not it's got enough power to leave the atmosphere. We're going to experiment by trying it. We're going to have a dwarven dugout at this rate, aren't we? Indeed.
I've decided out of politeness we're going to stage this now, so while I'm running upstairs and collecting rocks, you mine enough rocks for me to pick up when I'm coming down.
Oh, I was just up with...
That's very well done, Sal. Thank you. Very polite of you.
And then I was going to go get that unknown signal.
Oh yeah, you do that. I'll stay down here in the mines. So do we have actually in chat? I know there are people, but I haven't said hello to anyone yet.
Oh yes, say hello to Eternal Terminus and
Hello.
Yappy.
Hello. Thank you for being around, joining us on this terrifying adventure. Well, the terrifying adventure is going to come as soon as this is space ready. Which it might never be, because I haven't actually calculated this thing yet.
Oh, this is
I
gonna
primarily
roll all
just
the way
made it
down
look...
if I don't stop it.
Shoo. Oh, that. I thought you were talking about my ship. Which would have been funny and poetic since you were trying to stop the ship.
Ah, no special items.
You lose. I haven't calculated it, and I primarily built the ship based on how I want it to look first. Which is usually never a good idea. It's just two conflicting design philosophies. Sal builds her stuff based on function first, which usually makes it look like a weird skeleton hovering through the sky in the form of lots of functional parts. I like building hulls, so I usually just try to wrap it up in hulls, and that ends in space butts and adjacencies.
Damn it. Come back! You're full of iron plates that we can make good use of. Looking at the setup of your ship, I'd say it won't have any trouble leaving the atmosphere.
I mean, you say that, but then the people like Icing say, Icing, definitely the professional around here, it's a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
Because the main problem is the fact that I slapped a refinery on, and like tons of batteries.
But then we're not full of stuff, are we?
We do have a significant amount of gravel, which I am intending to keep and bring to space.
Why?
I need it.
What for?
To fluff my pillows with.
Well, we'll jettison that if we have problems.
We can't jettison the thing. I didn't install a jettison hatch.
I can stand, pick it up and throw it out.
No, you can't. You
Watch
throw
me.
it on the balcony.
I'll throw it off the ship.
You'll slip and fall off yourself.
I'll have a jetpack.
Well, by the time we realise that we need to throw it off, you probably won't be able to catch up with us anymore with a jetpack.
In that case, we best just not take it.
I'm offended. You don't like my best friend, Mr. Gravel. I'm almost inclined to build a tiny miner just because of this. But history has taught me that those things always go wrong.
Yeah, we don't have the best history on this planet with tiny miners.
Only one of them actually managed to mine something.
I know.
Potato, mate. No matter what we end up with, it can always be seen as a potato. Well... It's not brown enough for a potato. Also, potatoes are kind of lumpy, and I'm not sure if I want to have my spaceship seen as a lumpy thing.
Alright, I shall mine, and I'll mine enough for you to pick up as well.
Pick up the rocks, they're lying on there already.
Don't see any? Oh, I see. You've been mining in here. Okay.
Maybe we should build a cargo line that just reaches down into the mine. It would speed it up slightly.
It might do, but we would... It would take so much time to do that. I'm not sure if it would be a productive use of time.
Primarily, it would take up the iron I'm trying to weld into those things already. I mean, not that I'm complaining, but are you actually going to make a run upstairs at one point? I take that as a yes.
Yeah. Have we got some steel tubes now? No, I think it's still making the plates, is it?
It's still busy with plates.
Hey, Tammy, who says good morning, everybody.
Hello, Tammy. Is it really morning for you?
Yeah, I think Tammy is 5 or 6 hours behind us.
Oh, yeah. Fair point. That is a fair morning.
And this is quite early for us to be streaming.
Well, we're having a lovely morning here too. It's terribly warm. I'm hating it already.
It's lovely.
Summer's
and warm.
coming.
It's 9:46 for Tammy.
Hold on a sec.
What?
Really dumb idea.
How dumb's a dumb idea?
Oh.
I wouldn't mind doing an experiment to see how much iron we get out of one full inventory.
One full character inventory?
Yeah. Just to see if there is any benefit of heading out to the iron mine.
Oh, yeah. I can empty the refinery and see about it.
Yeah, let's just try that.
Right,
Although
why?
I've got a welder in my inventory, so it's not strictly a full inventory at the moment. Let me take that out. Because this is how I would head out if I want to do a comparison.
Inventory full.
Okay, is the refinery empty
Hold on, I want to tell the refinery to stop using the conveyor system so it doesn't automatically get pulled into the assembler.
Okay.
And feel free to... Oh, what are you doing? That's not a full inventory.
That's as full as mine gets.
Ah, I see. Well, punch it over. You get 81.
It was 116 and then it started making something.
Oh, I need to tell the assembler to stop using... Okay, let's try again with my inventory.
Well, because I would need to... I can only do a fair comparison because I would need to have a hydrogen bottle and stuff like that on me.
Yeah, fair point. My full inventory gets me 171 units.
I'm just collecting this unknown signal.
Of course.
Which always seems to be just the other side of a hill. I'm still not finding special items. Is that a... No, it's the parachute hatch. Does it have to be a full 24 hours before it'll reset?
Before what resets?
You know, somebody was saying last night that you only get 3 special items a day.
Oh, you do? I didn't know that.
Home base? No. There. One thing we can count on I'll look for is that we didn't fall down that cliff when we crash landed here.
Yes, I suppose I can see the good in this nightmare somewhere, eventually.
Right, I'll just empty this stuff and I'll get another full tank of full inventory of stone.
Inventory full.
Is the assembler not using iron?
At the moment it is again. I just sent 500 metal grids through it, the system.
Okay. I'm just gonna switch it off for a moment so it's not doing anything, and I'll just have a look and see. Okay, what do we get? 151. Okay, now I'll put the... How many metal grids?
500. Little more.
Right, now I'll fly out to the iron mine and I'll see if we get more than 151. But we'll have to bear in mind the additional time it takes to do the flight there and back. It is quite a long time. It's 7 kilometers away. I could wander around and see if I could find a closer iron mine. Oh, it's Almond.
Almond! Oh, hello! Hello there. Do we have more steel plates? Oh, we do.
Awareness 0.
I was hoping he'd say General Kenobi. Like everyone else on the internet would.
Okay, now I do need to... So I think it takes about a minute to fly out here. We'll say 3 minutes there and back. But first I need to find exactly where the iron is and dig down to it. Looks like it's about here? Yes. That doesn't look like iron.
Not yet. Maybe you need to go a little deeper.
I don't think so. I think
Still
it's
4
probably
meters
just
away.
off to the side. There we go. Just to open it up a little bit more around here.
Inventory full.
Okay. Get rid of that stone because I want to make sure I'm full on iron. With the stone. Oh, are you drilling too, Mia?
Oh, sorry. Probably shouldn't have done that.
That's okay. It's not disastrous.
Inventory full.
Yep, right. So that is a full load of iron. Which way's home?
Factorio has tainted me. I want to build an automatic drill.
Yeah, well, it's something that if we didn't have the problem with things disappearing, I'd be up for.
Playing Factorio instead.
No. I mean, building more automated stuff on the planet, but because stuff breaks so easy down here and because broken stuff gets removed almost instantly,
I have
I'm
this...
very demotivated to build anything automated on the planet.
Speaking about this, I have this distinct worry that we just have this idealized fantasy version of space where everything will be easy and happy up there, but we'll run into the exact same problems as down here.
No, I think it won't break as easy up there.
I admire your optimism.
Because we don't have gravity to break things for a start.
I'll make gravity.
Why would you do that, Mir?
Because I
You're
can.
some sort of masochist?
No, because I can. Also, it's fun to build mass cannons. I'm really upset still. Ooh, hello there.
Who are you saying hello to?
You.
Oh, okay.
I'm really upset by the fact that artificial gravity generators still don't work properly. Hold on, let me empty the refinery.
Yeah, I was doing that. I'm gonna... Right, I've stopped the... what's it from making anything?
You've stopped the assembler? You could have just turned it off in the control panel instead of breaking my entire queue every time.
Okay, right, we
Because you
have
didn't
nothing
memorize.
using the refinery now. It was 150 before. Let's see what it is now. I would say that that is going to be easily worth flying to and fro.
Yes. Should I devise a little atmospheric flight ship that actually gives you a small cargo container?
That would probably be a good idea.
Okay, hold on just a moment. I need some steel plates for that.
Yeah, that's got us almost 2,000 instead of 150.
Yeah. Woo!
What are you accessing? Oh.
Yeah, the little nook up there. It's alright. If we both use different ports, it's going to be easier. Right, atmospheric thrusters.
Meanwhile, I shall take another flight.
You do that, hopefully by the time you're back, I'll have a ship ready.
Yeah.
So please take your time, I'm not that quick.
So, yeah, all it needs to be is just a flying cargo container. I prefer one that has a cockpit rather than
Yeah,
a
I'm
remote
aware.
control.
I will build a cockpit. I was planning to anyway.
Thank you. Oh, I should have recharged my energy while I was back. Never mind, I should get a full load with what I've got.
Right. So one medium cargo container. Where's the medium one? Ah, there. Just blind.
Where did I leave the iron mine? Aha, here. Okay. Can I just walk down? Oh, yeah.
Inventory full.
How's the progress on the mining? Well, just done a test,
Inventory full.
and it is definitely worth flying 7 kilometers to pick up iron from an iron mine. So we discussed this last night or the night before with Icing. Icing was thought that you got so much iron from the stone that you mined that it wasn't really worth flying out 7 kilometers to an iron mine. But we checked, and a full inventory of stone gives us 150 grams. Are we grams or kilograms? Can't remember. Gives us 150 units of iron. Whereas if I fly to the iron mine, that gives us 2,000 units of iron. So it's definitely more efficient to go to the iron mine. So Mia's gonna cook up a little flying cargo container so that I can take it out there and pick up a big load. Yeah, tis quite a difference. But mining stone is when you need silicon and nickel. So you need all of the things, silicon, nickel and iron. At the start, it's definitely the best thing to do.
I think he was arguing from the perspective of his large drilling ship, where he's just sticking down his drill into the ground and it just consumes the earth.
Yeah. If you've got an automated
bragging.
miner, then I don't think it would make much of a time difference.
Battery.
Unfortunately, our 2 automated miners have both been eaten by the disposal system. We'll see how long this one lasts. Let's get a charge this time.
You're probably quicker off if you just hop into one of your cryo chambers over there. I say one of yours, you only have one.
Indeed. Well, I need to be here anyway to top up my hydrogen bottle. Yappy says, mm-hmm. So the history of our ship so far is I converted my landing pod with some with the input of some of the stuff out of Mia's landing pod, converted that into a drilling ship that had almost no lift. There was like almost no power, but we scraped by with what we had, which was just enough to get us, well, at least to find where the mines were. And that got us enough to then start building another mining ship, like a proper mining ship, a proper little mining ship. So I started deconstructing the one that we put together out of the pods, and we logged off, logged back on, and everything we built had disappeared because it was an unpowered grid, and the system, like trash removal, just removes unpowered grids, which we didn't realise quite how effective the trash removal was. So we... Oops. A little bit loath to... Let's just make another hole to put my rubbish in. A little bit loath to make another ship at that point, knowing that we were unlikely to... where's the way out? Oh, up there. We were unlikely to be able to finish one in the time that we had available. And we were low on power all the time as well. So we thought what we would do is use our big rover, and we'd go closer to the closer to the ice. Because by being closer to the ice, we wouldn't be limited on hydrogen then. Because that's one of the biggest problems that we faced. We couldn't just fly around. We had to climb and build scaffolding and stuff because there wasn't a decent source of hydrogen anywhere. So we we drove in the direction of the ice, and as we were looking for it, we had the most bizarre accident where, because Mira built a really stable rover.
Thank you.
But at some point, it appears that there was a bit of a glitch of some sort, because the front of the rover appeared to keep on going while the back of the rover stopped. So the front of the rover fell off and fell on the floor, and then the back of the rover carried on going, drove over the front of the rover that was on the floor, which acted like a ramp and then caused the back end of the rover to do a somersault. So we did try to salvage it, but we ran out of... we didn't have any way to power ourselves. So as soon as it turned night, we'd run out of power and we died. So we managed to get back here. So this is our crash site where we are now. And just salvaged what was left of the rover, which thankfully we had we'd managed to save all the cobalt, and we'd saved enough of everything to be able to give ourselves a really good head start at building afresh. Mia had built us another little mining ship, which he docked to the top of the rover, but that got destroyed when during the rover crash. And as we were after the crash, there was lots of bits lying on the floor, and by the time we'd actually managed to get back to the crash site after our deaths, unfortunately trash removal had removed everything that that had fallen off it, so we lost good tools, a lot of components and stuff like that. How you doing, Mia? Is it
not quite flight
okay?
ready yet.
I'll make another
Take
run.
one more tour, please.
Okay. Ah, yes, the fabled bisected rover. Not like this. Oh, Mia was so salty. I think that's fair to say. Weren't you, Mia?
Hey.
Mm. And a bit of charge. He sounds pained to be reminded of it. Yeah, he was. Because it was such a nice rover. And our goal had been to drive to the ice so that we could easily mine a load of ice to dump into the hydrogen tanks, so that once we left the atmosphere, so then we would we'd stick a load of thrusters on it to get us to the edge of the atmosphere, get a load of hydrogen so that we could use a hydrogen thruster to get us out of the atmosphere, and then we'd be in space, was the idea. Unfortunately, we didn't quite make it. We didn't even quite make it to the ice, but the ice is pretty close by. Was this the crash that happened the other night? Yeah, it was. So last night we played for quite a few hours. We had Icing and Boris on stream with us as well. Things went pretty well last night, didn't they, Mia? We didn't have any disasters. Nothing disappeared on us. We didn't try and fly anything. So I suppose that helps. There was limited opportunity for disasters.
Inventory full.
Probably, Mia, you should be taking the camera while you're building that ship.
Hello, welcome to me building a ship.
Because all I'm doing is flying across the same field and dropping down into a hole.
It's not going to be the most nimble ship.
That's okay.
Fuel critical.
Well, what I might do is to make you fly it. Because you're... whilst I'm quite happy with my flying skills in space, I'm not experienced flying in an atmosphere.
Well, truth be told, neither am I, but I'm more daring in that regard.
And, well, when it's somebody else's ship as well, though, unless you're Boris, it feels... I don't know, I'm always very delicate with somebody else's ship. I'm very worried if something bad happens to it. But, Yeah, if you fly it out there, we could both do a bit of mining.
Can you set up 100 motors or so in the assembler while you're over there?
Sure. Okay, by so, I've made it 140.
Cheers.
Let's see how we're doing for nickel. We're not going to be able to make all of those. I could just run to the nickel mine. That's only just
if you don't mind.
there. I wouldn't even need a hydrogen top up for that. Have I still got it on my hood? Yes. Well, it's just behind the nickel mine, so that's fine. Somewhere around here. It said down there, but I'm pretty sure the hole is somewhere around here. There it is. Yeah, never. Whoops. Ooh, that was a bit deeper than I remember. Ah, is it up here? Yeah, I think this is nickel. Let's check. Yes. Okay. I also discovered that if you fly into trees at high speed, it hurts. I think Tammy was around when I did that. Okay, that should be enough nickel to give you the rest of the motors.
Cheers.
Because the nickel seems to go quite a long way. Alright, I'll make one more run out to the iron mine. That should be enough. Tammy says, yes, I was there. It was hilarious. I'm looking out over this landscape and I can't see any indications, any of the dark spots that Icing was talking about.
I imagine it's a little bit darker in the night.
Well, I've been trying it in different lighting conditions. I thought maybe it would be easier to see. Maybe in the daytime it's too washed out for me to tell.
Yeah.
And maybe once it got into dusk like now, I'd be able to see it more clearly.
What would definitely help, as far as I'm aware, is if you go into your graphics settings and turn off grass.
Oh, turn off vegetation.
Yeah, that should definitely help. Although you do run the risk of running into invisible trees then, because even though you can't see them, they still exist.
Ah.
Which is terrifying, really.
I probably best avoid that because I am quite likely to run into an invisible tree. That's like straight up the kind of thing I would do. If an invisible tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Oh, what was it? Someone was making a joke last night about trees falling in the forest. What was it? Oh, that's all iron. See, that looks like it's covered in lots of little black spots to me. But this area doesn't.
I couldn't quite tell from over here. I was busy.
But yeah, I can't really tell the difference between the shadows just from uneven terrain and the bushes at a distance and the black patches or the dark patches in the grass. If your little cargo ship works okay, and I mean survives long enough, we could always use it to take a flight out to
The ice.
the ice. Yeah.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Because the ice is easy close enough for oops, I was flying up to my mines. The ice is close enough to not to be a burden when we're collecting enough ice for us just flying around, but to fill a ship, that would be quite a lot. Oh, you're making another landing pad?
I will need somewhere where I can connect the ship to, so it can recharge.
Ah, I see. Oops, why didn't that go? Why is that not working? Has the hydrogen generator become disconnected?
It shouldn't have. Did it run out of ice?
Oh, it's full.
Oh.
Oh, did you move the... No. Strange. Oh, it's topped itself up. Okay. For some reason, it must have just fell below a trigger level and it's topped itself up to maximum. Ow! Face plant. Oh, Tammy's goes. See you later.
Farewell. Have a good morning. Yeah.
Sky's very pretty at night.
Yeah, that's an oxygen bottle.
Oh yeah, all the hydrogen bottles are in the main ship.
I should have known.
You put them there?
I know, that's why I should have known.
Fuel low.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Oh, that hurt that time.
Inventory full.
Just twisted my ankle on landing. Oh, how far away? Oh, Mia, that strong unknown signal's only 35 kilometers away.
I saw.
That's almost flying distance. So if we were to drill into the center of a planet, would we get zero gravity in the middle?
You would have one very concentrated point where you've got gravity pulling at you from all directions, which would make you weightless, in theory at least. However, I do believe that otherwise you would just be bobbing around a central point. It wouldn't be weightless as in space.
I was just wondering if they deal with it like they've done in Astroneer, where gravity goes crazy in the center.
I always wanted to try Astroneer,
Yeah.
but then now Space Engineers
But
happened.
then Space Engineers.
I'm terribly sorry to Astroneer. And myself. Shh. Hasn't happened yet.
I want to play Satisfactory.
It won't happen. Not yet. Not ever.
No, I think it's hard to do anything different while there's Space Engineers to be played. I knew from the moment I first saw Space Engineers that it was something irresistible. Yeah, save it for when you've got less options. There's always something, though. It's not... Well, I suppose once in a while there'll be a point where I'll think, I don't really want to play this, that or the other, and I don't know what to play. I never get like that with Space Engineers. But yeah, maybe once or twice a year I'll get like that. But noticing the time, Mia, we've been streaming for an hour, so we should take a quick break and cycle a recording. So chat, what we're up to is every hour we take a short break, just 2-3 minutes, like get up, stretch, get a drink, that sort of thing, and cycle a recording so we don't end up with full hard drives and stuff that we, without some warning things. So
we still end up with full hard drives without warning because we never pay attention to the warning signs.
I do.
You're undermining my
Anyway,
whole cool thing.
we have been streaming now for an hour. So we'll cut the stream here and we'll be back in a few minutes. So thanks for watching so far and we'll see you shortly. Which key, Mia?